All right, we're going to be solving this multi-step equation. It has a variable on each side. The first thing you do is get rid of the smallest of the two variables, which is the 4x. So if I want this 4x to be gone, I'm going to subtract 4x from this side of the equation, which makes it 0. Whatever you do one side, you have to do the other. I have to subtract it from the other x's, so I'll take 4x's from here. I'm going to be left with 4x plus 5, because I didn't do anything to the plus 5, so it goes down. Then I didn't do anything to the 21, the positive 21, so I'm going to bring that down, just write 21. Now I have a two-step equation. I'm going to do the opposite of what is happening to the variable in the opposite order. So I'm going to subtract 5, and 4x equals 16. Divide by 4 on both sides, because the opposite of multiplying by 4 is dividing by 4. And x equals 4. All right, next one here. Here we have to simplify before we start. This side can do nothing. 6 and minus 4x, I can't put those together. So that's going to stay like that. This one and this one can be put together. There's 6x's and 8x, minus 8x's on this side. So if I put these together, okay, this is going to make 2x. So 2x, I didn't do anything with the plus 2, so I brought it down, equals 6 minus 4x. So now that I have this again, it's the same thing that we just did up there. Get rid of the lowest number, which is a minus 4x. So I'm going to add 4x. That's going to make this 0. But whatever you do to one side of this equation, you have to do to the other side of the equation. So I'm going to add 4x to this side, and now I'm left with 6, because I didn't do anything with this 6, and it's a positive 6, equals 6x, because 2 plus 4 is 6. And then I didn't do anything with this, so I'm going to bring it down, so that's a plus 2. Now let's get rid of the things. Let's get rid of the plus 2, that's minus 2, should be a minus 2. Minus 2, minus 2. 4 equals 6. X, divide by 6, divide by 6. 4 over 6 equals x. This can be simplified to 2/3, but pretty much all correct answers. All right, now in this one, they're going to have you do distributive property before you solve the equation. So sometimes it'll look like a multi-step equation, sometimes it'll look like this. So distributive property means this number right here, the negative 5, is being multiplied by to everything that's inside the parentheses, because it's right next to it. So negative 5 times x is just negative 5x. It's pretty simple. Negative 5 times negative 2 is positive 10, because a negative times a negative will make a positive, equals negative 25. Then we solve this by subtracting 10, subtracting 10. Negative 5x equals negative 35. Then we just divide by negative 5, divide by negative 5, x equals positive 7. Over here we go. So, before we can do anything, we have to simplify. So, I'm going to multiply this negative 1, which is what this is. They won't write a 1 here. They'll just write it as 3 minus and then a parenthesis sign. So, this is a negative 1 being distributed. So nothing happened to the 3. Negative 1 times x is negative x. Negative 1 times negative 3 is positive 3, equals 25. Now we can still combine terms. The 3 and the 3 can be put together. So I have negative x, because I didn't do anything. I put the 3's together and got 6. And then I still equal 25. Now I'm going to subtract 6 from both sides. Negative x equals 19. So on this side, it's negative 1x. So I'm going to divide by negative 1. Divide by negative 1. X equals negative 19. All right. Now we're going to be talking about the possibility of one solution, infinite solutions, or no solutions. So once you've simplified one of the sides, you should be able to notice immediately how many solutions it has. So for this one, this side is already simplified, this side is not. So nothing's going to change on this side, but on this side, I'm going to put the x's together, and that's going to make 6x, because 4x plus 2x makes 6x. Haven't done anything with the 3. Stop there. You should be able to tell right now if it has one solution, infinite solutions, or no solutions. Let's see. Do they have the same slope? No, they have different slopes. If they have different slopes, after you've simplified it to this point, it's late. You automatically know that it has one solution. The slopes are different, it has one solution. Let's go to the next one. So this one, this side cannot be simplified. You can't put 3x plus 15, so that's done. Is there anything I can put together on this side? I have the 2x and the x, so that gives me 3x. Then I have the positive 10 and the positive 5, that'll make 15. So it's 3x plus 15 equals 3x plus 15. If both sides are exactly the same, I've simplified both sides. If both sides are exactly the same, then there are an infinite amount of solutions. And the last one here has a distributive property, so we'll distribute, and this is going to be 6x plus 15. And this one's going to distribute, and it's going to make 6x plus 6. So, do they have different slopes? Nope. So, does it have one solution? No. What about infinite solution? Is everything exactly the same? The slope and the y-intercept? Nope. And nope. So it's not infinite. So the only one it can be is no solution. And that's it.